of Pike Kite versus the Pike army of Macedon and Epirus, unless they both picked. Forget which one. I think Macedon and Epirus is what we saw there with the final picks. So they're gonna have to pull off some crazy tactics. I don't know how they're gonna defend against Parthia unless they brought a lot of cavalry, because Parthia's cataphract's devastating, and their pike line, if they're just gonna get hit by archers, is really gonna get hurt pretty quickly. The archer cav actually don't get. I mean, they get a decent amount of kills. The only problem with the archer cav is they run out of arrows a little too quickly. So they have to bring a ground-based archer force to take out this pike army. Otherwise, the cav, once they shoot all of their missiles, I think they can only rack up about 40 kills each, which isn't too effective because they run out of arrows just too quickly to deal enough damage to make them worth it. So it looks like a start here. Deploying on that side. Let's see if they brought a catapult. Okay, so here in the tactical view, we don't see a catapult. So looks like we just see the dogs and possibly an elephant somewhere. We'll search for that. So Parthia bringing 5 of their missile cav. A few. Whoa, this is a lot of missile cav. 6 and 5, 11. 11 missile cav. 3 noble horses, 4 noble horses, 6 noble horses. What is this? What is this fight? This is madness. So much cav versus tons of cav and a few Hellenic Royal Guards and more cav. It looks like they both knew exactly what was going to happen, and this is just going to be a giant cav fight. So many cav from both sides here. Unbelievable amount of cav for medium funds. There was only what? How many units? How many units is this? Hoplites, Hellenic. There's only like 4K in melee units, and we're counting these peltasts. Maybe like 5K. That is like no units. It all went into cav, especially for Parthia and Averni. There's literally no units, just I don't even think there's any Oathsworn. No, there is no... Oh, Spear Nobles. No Oathsworn. That is insane. So they're going to get completely surrounded here. Macedon trying to make the move to catch Parthia's archers. We didn't even see any cataphracts. It's just going to be noble horses, tons of horse archers. Oh, wow. And this Scorpion is going to do lots of damage. Already routing one unit. Wait, one unit got caught? What is this unit? Oh, this unit getting hit. Already down. 20 deaths. They lost 20 units just from that Scorpion. He needs to keep this Scorpion alive. This Scorpion is doing tons of damage, but this horse archers trying to get these Scorpions down, not hitting their marks. Another volley coming in, still missing. He needs to make sure these Scorpions don't die. He needs to protect them for dear life. They are dealing tons of damage. He's not paying attention to this noble horse. This noble horse is going to end up catching this unit. Is he going to sacrifice anyway? He's going to barely make it into the clash. The Javelin throws of the Aspis Cav now clashing with the Noble Horses. Greek Scorpion losing 20, 10, 15, or they're at 15 now, 18. They're losing half their units now. Are they going to be able to make it out? So that unit is routing. Will it come back? 15 dead. So they were able to take out that Scorpion with relative ease. They are going to lose one Noble Horse, but he could pull it out if he also chooses to, but I'm pretty sure he's going to leave it here at this point. It did a noble sacrifice. They are noble horses, pulling off noble sacrifices. And still this Citizen Cav here, now charging in to try to finish off the noble horse. Noble horse doing a really good job, 47 kills. Granted, a lot of those were on that, were on the Scorpion. But these Citizen Cav now are forced to just kite chase these horse archers back and forth. I almost think he should retreat back to his line, but I'm not sure. Noble Horse is still alive now, getting shot at by a ton of these horse archers. And I'm not sure how well Macedon is going to be able to pull off this fight if this continues like this. This constant harass is slowly whittling down the cavalry, which will prove to be very effective here in the long run. But if they have to be able to sustain it. And now that their Scorpions are gone, they are not able to put any more pressure onto these horse archers. And I think he should have been able to, he should have watched that a lot more closely, because he knew it really relied on that force to, that Scorpion to do the damage. So now more shots now going into the side of this Peltas line. All 5 of these horse archers, 2 volleys in, able to knock down about 8. Not bad for 2 volleys, but now they're getting chased away by Citizen Cav. And this is the game Parthia wants to play. You're boxed in, he's going to kite you back and forth, and he's pretty much going to do this until he runs out of arrows. But we talked about before, they don't have a lot of ammunition. They have enough to pull off, I think it's 40 kills each, and they're not there yet. They're way far from getting those 40 kills. And there's so many of them that you're going to lose a lot of your force. So I don't know whether he should sacrifice some units to just getting shot at, or play defensively. I mean, he doesn't have any range. Deodas or Pellasgos, they don't really have enough range to stop it. He's sending a slinger forward. These guys have shields, but it's not going to last for too much longer with these arrows shooting in on them. And he can't chase with the Citizen Cav. If he tries to chase, his Citizen Cav are just going to get destroyed by being kited. And the further and further away they get from their general, the worse and worse they're going to be off. Hoplite's moving in to try to soak up some fire here for the slingers, but the slingers are going to die. He's trying to get another charge off here, but I don't think it matters. He can catch this Celtic slingers, which might be a decent idea. Because there is no melee force, I'm not sure whether or not Pellasgos and Deodas should be able to just charge them and run them down. There's so many kiting units, yeah, but they might be able to engulf them if they push them back, but I think they're just so far in this corner at this point that they're stuck playing this game. Noble Spears now trying to chase down the rest of these Cav, trying to push them out of the melee fight. Oh, they did have some Cataphracts and Elephants here, so those Cataphracts are going to make quick work of the Aspis Cav. Noble Cav did catch Citizen Cav. Noble Cav will win that, but with a little bit of archer support, maybe they'll be able to take out some more of those Nobles. Over here, it looks like a Citizen Cav got caught by 2 Noble Horses. Good charge in the side by Citizen Cav, and he needs an Aspis Cav in here ASAP to try to take these units down. 1 Citizen Cav over here trying to chase down the rest of these units, but a Hoplite force coming out of nowhere, completely shutting down this Cav charge. And Pellasgos needs to pull this unit back. He is engaged wrong, and these units are getting taken out quickly. And he needs every Cav possible, and that Cav just easily gets taken out by a Hoplite unit. And these Noble Horses are just alive and well and moving around and trying to do more damage. Now the thing is, if they're able to get into a melee fight, if Pellasgos and Deodas force a melee fight, they'll be able to take out so many Cav. The only problem is, well, look here. A lot of this Noble Cav did get caught into this ball fight. Pellasgos needs to send forward units to fight these Noble Horses before his own Citizen Cav die and Champion Cav. Because if his Champion Cav die, then the Noble Horses here are no longer going to be tied up, and they can move out of this fight. But he's only sending forward Peltas. He needs these Levy Pikemen here into this fight, but they're not close enough. Along the meanwhile, all these Archer Cav here are just going to be doing work on all of the Aspis Cav and the Citizen Cav that are here. The Nobles finally killed whatever they were fighting and are able to pull out of the fight, all for minimal losses because of the Archer cover here on the Noble Cav. And they're just going to keep fighting these, what is this in here? Is that a Peltas? There is a Royal Peltas here into this fight, but that thing's just getting routed now by all of the Archer fire with the combined force of the Noble Horses. And now, what is this? Some of the melee units here getting in. These are really weak, so they can get taken out pretty quickly. The only thing is, what's happening to the rest of the force? Are they just getting kited now? Looks like a lot of his forces are committed into this fight. And he lost a lot of his units in this engagement because he wasn't able to send up his pike very efficiently. Granted, a lot of the units are still archers, but these archers are getting demolished, or the melee forces are getting demolished by the noble horses. Noble horses just tying up the cavalry and the melee units. All the meanwhile, his horse archers are able to go around the side and get flank shots. into the Peltas and into the cavalry. And it's going to be a quick rout here. Epirus just staying with whatever units they have left, trying to send in their pikes. But it's just too late. These pikes should have been here a long time ago. And they're going to be having to fight elephants. Oh, elephants just completely taking out that charge. And just all of these cavalry, a huge cavalry force from Makedon, Makedon's forces. And all of these noble horses are still alive. That is insane. Using this tactic, as you can see here, these horse archers got about 30, 40 kills, and I think that's a GG now. That's a GG from them. Heracles and Makedon Warrior moving on to the finals. This map did not get desynced, and the Pike army is just going to get cleaned up now. Hellenic Royal Guards would be able to kill these units if they engaged, but there is no hope. They'll never catch these horse archers. They're just going to get separated and hit. Elephants going wild, trampling all the units. Luckily, it's only noble or Makedon's units here. So these aren't going to be elephant versus elephant. Oh no, these are, yeah, elephant versus elephant. One's gone wild though, so which one's going to win? How did this one die? He just died by himself. And that's pretty much just going to be a cleanup here at this point. Just 2 Hellenic Royal Guard left, all getting hit by archers. So sad to see, but he just can't catch them. And then they're getting hit from behind now by Averni's units. And at this point, it's just a cleanup. There's only these units left. Hellenic Royal Guard's pretty decent in melee combat, but there's just no line anymore. They're getting completely engulfed by all the units. And it's pretty much just going to be a slow death for Epirus. Getting trampled by elephants and shot at by missile cav. That's going to be a good game. So we're going to see the finals match now between Heracles and Makedon Warrior. Good game, but Pellasgos, they saw this coming. They needed to bring a little bit more Scorpions, I think, in order to counter that tactic.